Oh, good morning or evening. What's up? Welcome back to your favorite channel, Shane Perry Sings. Oh, there's plenty of things to talk about. Where do I even begin? I couldn't decide. Oh my gosh, it's been 2 months. I've been playing in a band most of my adult life. I've been playing in this band called The Medium since September of 2015, and I moved out of Nashville, where I used to live and where we were centralized, and we just put a record out in May, and I flew down there to do our release show, and it was a hoot. It was a great time, and I love and I miss my friends very much, and it's come to make me realize and appreciate what it means to be in a unified, energetic force. And when you have more people unified, you have more of an ability to get things done. And I'm really feeling that now as I've kind of gone my own direction. You know, I'm here kind of starting over in my life, where I live, and creatively too. I'm investing more into my solo self as a business and as a creative energy. But when I went back home, I really found that I missed my friends, and I missed being in a unified creative band. And the most important thing, I think, in any band is the human element. What I'm getting at is that the human element is the most special and appreciative part of a band. What I miss the most is my friends, being in a room with my friends, writing together, spending the shared time rehearsing and seeing a vision. Yeah, I really miss that. I miss earlier days. The first couple years we had a really good run, and we were all completely invested in this thing that was above and beyond ourselves. The responsibilities were far more shared. We were willing to take on more financial risks. My friend, he had a van, and we were able to use his van, and then his father, since we were younger, the parents were willing to invest, and he bought us a new van, and which is instrumental. I mean, when you're trying to travel and perform, we were really interested in performing, and we toured the South many times. You need a van. You need a van, especially as a band. You got to lug the drums around. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah, everyone was willing to contribute, and as time goes on, life takes hold, and we entered our late 20s, and some of us entered the early 30s, and what can I say? Life takes hold and takes precedence, and being in a band requires a ton of work and time that you don't necessarily get paid for. We've made some money, but never consistent monetary flow. A lot of being in that band was centered around fun. And for better or worse, that's fuel on the fire. So over the years, I found myself becoming more interested in every little facet of the music making process. Before, I wasn't able to record myself. I wasn't able to mix, to produce. I've been doing this since I was 10 or 12, and I've been writing songs a long time, so I had experience writing, but in this day and age, you have to literally wear every single hat. And there's a benefit to that because it creates constant learning opportunities. You have to be willing to do them on your own and seek the opportunities out and learn and be bad at something, which is really exciting. But when you're in a band, you have to be able to save yourself money. And by doing that, you have to be able to record, market, book shows. I mean, you have to do everything, and it can be a serious drag. And after a certain while, we had management and agent, and when the management and the agent goes away and some of these busy tasks aren't being done for you anymore, that's right, management, agent. If you have a manager, do not take them for granted, because our manager put years of work and time into us for free, for very little in return, beyond just his love for us. So do not take your manager for granted. And if anyone out there is a manager, please, I'm looking for another one. I digress. When it comes down to busy work and learning and all these challenges, and it's been 5-6 years, and so you're going up, we were going up energetically. We were getting these great tours. We were opening for premier indie bands, and everything was going our way. And I know this is the same for so many people, but COVID really just freaking killed it. It killed us. We were unable to recover, and suddenly we're on the down, and we have to rebuild, and there's all this busy work to do, and there's all these opportunities to learn and grow and try to rebirth, and it just was too hard. It just was too hard. We used to all live together. We ended up moving out. It was really difficult time for everybody. What can I say? I really miss those early days. If any of you are in a band, there's something really special and cool about a finite amount of time where there are people unified in this vision. And I don't have that really anymore. And this record came out last couple months ago, and I produced it with Sam, my longtime friend in the band and songwriter, who's really stuck with me. I love that man so much. Mixed it myself. We just didn't have, we have money, but it's not enough. I have a wealth of time. Sometimes I have a wealth of time, and I'm able to use that I've been using it to learn how to mix, buy myself a few nice microphones and invest my time into it. Instead of spending the money on paying for the fancy studio, I want to learn how to do it. Anyways, I recorded it with the help of Sam. We do have 2 songs on there that our friends Future Crib, Nashville guys, we recorded in their house. We recorded live. That was really fun. So there are 2 songs on there that were recorded a lot more professionally, still in a home, but with help. That record came out. I feel really good about it, and I can listen to it, and I can hear my vision, and it's very precise with what I want out of the recording and song crafting process, which is great. I've come a very long way as an artist. When I hear the early stuff, it's so juvenile and naive, and there's always something to appreciate out of that, but it's hard to listen because I just haven't developed yet, and I really am always going to be most excited about what I'm working on and have just put out. So I think any artist can relate to that. The old stuff I can't listen to. It drives me nuts. We did our release show, and we went our separate ways, and I came back to New York and in the Catskills where I live, and that was it. There's no tour. We're not going to go sell records. We're not really doing any marketing, and there's no capital to make it happen and sell and run ads. I spent our last $200 on running some ads for some of the music videos that I made. I mean, I made all the music videos. I don't know, if you're following me, then you know that I learned how to use Blender just to make cartoons because I didn't see many other options. We live so far away from each other. It was the one type of video I could keep consistent without using the other 2 boys, having them in proximity to me. Putting out this last album was a reality check for me, and it made me feel that this band is not dead, but how can I go on doing it and still enjoy it? And I think Sam and I have come to the place where we've decided we want to continue to write and record for this project, but it's just so much work to give everything I have to it anymore. And it's just, that's what happens. Bands see it through, and you do the best you have with what you have. But ultimately, I miss my friends, and I miss that time that I had with my friends. The collective, joyous time. And now I'm on my own, and I'm rebuilding, and I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm scrapping it together. I'm DIYing so many aspects of my life, and I'm trying to figure out where to put the money into and what to invest and how to rebrand myself. trying to figure out this vision of who I am as an artist and what I want to do and what I want to look like. And that's also very exciting too, because when you're in a band, there's a lot of egos involved and people don't want to listen to you. And I probably had the biggest ego of them all. And I couldn't get those boys to do things that I wanted to do. And now I can see the vision through completely all on my own. But you know, when I do the live shows and I play by myself and there's no drummer or bass player or lead guitar player, sometimes that's really hard. This is Shane. I'll see you on the next one.